Here it is. Here's my hair. I fluffed it a little. And I'll try to give the back if I can do that. I don't know. I hope that's giving you the back a little bit. It's a little bit darker gray in the back. My hairdresser is a little bit traditional, so I had to really argue with her about what I meant by spiky, because I thought it was pretty obvious what I meant by spiky, and that's not what she did. She did eventually, and I bought the stuff that'll spike it up. So here's the new me. I told her I wanted it pretty short because I made my next appointment for September 22nd. But she got most of the red out, and I'm gray. But I think it's cute. I really like it. Dennis is getting used to it. And so I thought it was pretty funny. I had to go to the grocery store on my way home, and I park pretty far away from the door near the cart return. And as I'm going in, the wind is blowing. I'm like, oh man, it's messing up my new hair. I should have done my little video before I went to the store. So I go to the store, I buy my stuff, I get in the car, I look at my hair, and I said, oh, it looks great. That's exactly what I wanted. So anyway, I am pretty tickled with it, I have to say. And I don't know, it'll take a little getting used to, even for me, more for Dennis, because I've been looking at it for a few hours. But anyway, this is the new me. Talk more about it tomorrow, because this I did Tuesday night. Maisie's eating her supper over there. It's supper time. Gonna go get myself some cheese, maybe a little tiny glass of wine. I know it's not carnivore. And I will talk to you tomorrow. Came out with me. Are you gonna cuddle me or not? No, you're just gonna make it hard for me to put you on my show. It's under the table. Oh, good morning. It is Wednesday, July 29th. This is my new me. I just posted the video from yesterday, but this is what it looked like this morning, and boy, it didn't take much to get it to look like this. I'm so excited about my hair. I cannot tell you how excited I am. I know, it's funny because Dennis is still working on getting used to it. He has never known me not to have red hair. I said, well, you've been looking at me for the last few weeks. You could see it was gray. He said, yeah, but the red was still there, you know. I'm sure he's fine with it. He doesn't care, but he's still getting used to it. Did I say I've been red for over 30 years? I've been red for over 30 years. My hairdresser still has my formula if I decide to go back to red, but I have to say, I really like it. I'm so happy with it. And I think having less contrast between my scalp and my hair really makes a difference in how bald I look. Because I've been feeling like I looked really bald, and I think that the red, you know, in the later years as I was losing more hair, the red really exacerbated that look. But there is nothing like having a haircut to make you feel better, let me tell you. So I bought the product to do the spiking, although this morning all I did was wet my fingers and spike it, and it took 2 seconds. So I'm really happy with it. I have my glasses on so I could look at myself. I'm wearing earrings that I made. These are similar. These are a little bit similar to ones I wore the other day, but these have red in them. These are the ones that have the red. I said the other ones did, but they didn't. I can't remember. I mean, I had those loop earrings I wore with the little red bead at the bottom. I said it was seed beads around there. It wasn't. It was wire. It was coiled wire. I put them on without my glasses on, and I haven't worn them in a long time. So I don't even know what the heck my earrings have. And I made them. And I was thinking about the earrings I made. I made a lot of earrings. I sold a lot of jewelry to people I worked with. And I made a lot of earrings over the years. And some of them are really beautiful. And every once in a while, like I see my friend Linda, and she's wearing earrings I made that I don't recognize. But I know I'm sure I made them. And I didn't take pictures of all the jewelry that I made, which makes me sad now. But since my pictures are so disorganized, I wouldn't be able to find pictures anyway, so it wouldn't make any difference. But I am thinking now, especially now, you know, now I need earrings. I mean, I needed earrings before, but just because of the pixie. Now, is this a pixie haircut? You tell me. I don't know. I've been talking about a pixie haircut, but I'm not exactly sure what that means. I don't know if this is what that is or not, but anyway, I'm really tickled. And I'm still getting used to it. But I don't feel like I look any older than I did yesterday morning. Whether I look older than I do when I have fresh red, I'm not sure. But it doesn't feel like it to me. I don't know. Who's kidding who, right? I did not sleep well last night at all. It took me, I didn't fall asleep till after 4 o'clock in the morning. But every once in a while I'd startle and say, oh, I'm on my white pillowcase, you know, because I went to the hairdresser. I'm on my white pillowcase because when that red that I get rubs off on your pillowcase. So I have a maroon pillowcase, but I have 2 pillows, and so I had the white one up, and I'm like, oh, I'm on my white pillowcase. And they're like, oh, that's okay. The gray doesn't rub off. And I have to say I'm pretty happy with the color and sort of the evenness of the color. It's a little darker in the back, but because I had no idea. I've been dyeing it for 30 years. I've been going gray for who knows how long, probably 30 years. So I was always curious, is it all one color? Is it salt and pepper? Whatever. Sue is my hairdresser. She said, if you wanted to put in like low lights in this, I can make it look salt and pepper if you want. But I don't think I do. I really am happy with the color and how it looks. I'm kind of surprised. But it's also in part because I have a haircut and my hair was so horrible. So as I said in the piece I did last night, my next appointment is September 22nd. I had her cut it really short for a couple reasons because I got this idea I wanted it spiky on top, and boy, was that hard to get her, she had to go back and cut it a little shorter and restyle it. I said I want spiky, and she's giving me like my normal hairdo. I'm like, that's not spiky. Spiky is straight up. She's very traditional. It's hard to get her out of her comfort zone. So anyway, that's one reason I wanted it short. But I also was interested, if possible, to get rid of all the red, which is why she called me over a month ago. I could have had an appointment a month ago. But I wanted to let it grow out a little more so that I could get all the red out. And my plan is to not cut it again, go back until like September 22nd. And the reality is we could close down again as COVID goes up. She said that our county is the second highest rate of COVID increases in the state. So we could easily close back down again like they did in California, where the hairdressers are closed in California. So so I'm glad I went, and I thought the shorter I get it now, the longer it can go before it needs to be cut again. But as I was spiking it and everything, I'm like, I don't really want it to get too long, so I'm tempted to make an appointment for 4 weeks so I can keep it short. But the less exposure I have, the better, although they were very, very careful. They have plastic in between all the seats. They reconfigured the whole place. They painted it while they were down, They used to be like an avocado green, and now it's more like a putty, the walls. Now, I like the green. I'm
I'm not a fan of putty. But they've been there for 10 years and, you know, they are open 7 days a week. So there's no good time to paint under those conditions. So they took advantage of the shutdown and did some work on their shop. And so it looked good. It looked good. But they also rearranged everything so that the chairs were way further apart. There was plastic, like shower curtain-y kinds of things between the stations, and the stations were quite far apart. And you know, there were plastic shields in front of the register. You had to stay in your car. Sue came out and got me. When she was ready for me, she came outside and she had a mask on and a shield. She was wearing her shield kind of upside down. It was a little interesting, but we talked outside for a while, and then when I went in, she took my temperature, asked me questions, you know. So anyway, I'm really tickled with it, I have to say. I had another good knee day yesterday, although I had a big pain in the middle of the night. It's not good for my knee to have a restless night because, you know, I'm a wiggler. I have the hiccups, so I pinch your ear really hard and kind of pull on it, and it gets rid of your hiccups. I'm gonna give you a hack a day. I'm not. Well, I might, but not on purpose. So anyway, stop the hiccups, see? I don't know what I was saying. I have no idea. Anyway, I felt very safe there. And so I think if I decide I want to get my hair cut more often than I was thinking I would, I might do that. I don't know. But right now, my next appointment is for 8 weeks. So my hair should be manageable in 8 weeks, and then I'll go back to really short. But I do really like the really short, and I do like the spiky. So anyway, I don't know if I told you this. I canceled my teeth cleaning. I had a teeth cleaning appointment for Friday. I'm not ready to go to the dentist. I have very strong teeth. They never find a cavity or anything like that. I'll just keep doing what I'm doing. I called and I said, I don't feel comfortable. I'm going to cancel this and I'll call you when I'm ready. I think I told you that already. The problem with me talking to you and you not talking back directly, you can't say, yeah, Barb, you told me that yesterday or 2 days ago. And when I start in on a story that you've heard before, you can't say, yeah, that is yeah, good story. I heard it. Oh, well. So here's a story you haven't heard. Called my mother-in-law yesterday morning because I went to the grocery store after I got my hair cut and said, I'm going to Wegmans. Do you need anything? She said, oh, I don't know. I'll think about it. I've been on the phone all day. I'll think about it and let you know. I said, okay, I'm going to be home till 2. Call me. You can call me, or I'll call you when I'm done with my hair and I'm headed to Wegmans in case you think of anything. She says, okay. She says, so Dad wants to know if you'll come and cut his hair. I'm like, sure. I mean, I'll cut his hair, but I don't know that he's going to like it when I'm done. Oh, it's driving him crazy, and we don't want to go out. I told her all the shenanigans I was going through to get into my hairdresser. Like, we don't want, we can't deal with that. We don't want to deal with that. They go to like the Supercut or Great Clips, which are budget haircutting places where you would in the olden days you would go in and sign up and just put your name on the list, and when somebody was clear they'd cut your hair. They're happy. That's what they do. They get their hair cut. They're perfectly happy. They like the place they go. but they're not ready to go through the process that has been set up, because I'm sure Great Clips has a process too. I don't think you're allowed in the shop until it's your time. You've got to sign up with your phone or whatever. That's not an appointment kind of place, but maybe they become an appointment kind of place. I'm not sure. And so anyway, my father-in-law needs a haircut. He's like dying for a haircut. And so he told Aura to ask me if I'd cut his hair. I'm like, sure, I'll cut his hair, but, you know. And, you know, so I think I'm doing that today. And after I hung up the phone, I said to Dennis, I think that's really interesting, because he didn't ask you to cut his hair. He didn't ask Kim to cut his hair, his daughter. He wants me to cut his hair. I said, I think he thinks I'm a competent person. I think he thinks I'm competent. He's right, I am. I was telling that story to Sue, my hairdresser, and she says, he trusts you. I said, I think so. Plus, the reality is, he doesn't go anywhere. He probably, and he might look at himself in the mirror one time a day, so he won't even, you know, like, he doesn't care what he looks like. He just wants it off his neck and off his ears and, you know, whatever it is that drives him crazy. And, you know, for some reason, Aura isn't doing it. I'm like, I'm happy to do it. Don't misunderstand me. I just thought it was a really, you know, 'cause I'm not a hairdresser. The last time, I probably told you this story. The last time I cut anybody's hair was when Jason was 8, maybe. Or 9. I cut his hair when he was a kid. The last time I cut his hair was when I nipped his ear. Drew blood. I think I went through the cartilage. He wouldn't let me go anywhere near him after that. And I don't blame him. So the last time I cut someone's hair, I cut their ear. I'm not going to tell Garland that. He might question his judgment on my competence. Jason shaves his head now. He just, like, you know. And Christy had her hair really long, so I never cut that. I don't remember. I don't know that she even had bangs when she was little. She had long hair. She liked it really long. It's shorter now. Not as short as mine. Hey, Chris, what do you think of my hair? My daughter watches my vlog sometimes. I took a before and after picture in my car. Like, before I went in, I took a selfie. And then when I came out, I took a selfie. And I was going to put it on Instagram, but I thought, you guys should see it first. Not, you know, not the world at large. You've been waiting, supporting me in this adventure. So anyway. So I'm going to go cut my father-in-law's hair today. That's my plans for the day. And I have my knit night tonight. Because it's Wednesday again. Time is just zooming by. I don't know if you can tell, but the yard is mowed. Dennis mowed the yard yesterday. So that's good. Oh, and Michelle called me back. They're coming tomorrow in the morning and then Friday in the morning to power wash the house. She started to say, I don't know, they were going to do something different because the last time they power washed the house, they were here all day because of our well and the water pressure in our well. But I kind of cut her off. I don't know what she was going to say. Like, were they going to bring a tanker truck? I don't know. But anyway, I said, oh, we replaced that pump, and I think you're going to do better this time. So we had to replace our well pump. We came back. It's probably when we came back from Florida for Thanksgiving. We came back and turned on the water, and there was no water. And so we called the well guys, and they're like, yeah, your pump is dead. Now, we've lived in this house. We moved in this house in 2001. Never did anything with the well or the well pump. It just, you know, worked. So we had to replace the well pump. And the well is like 250 feet down. We have lots of water, but the water, the level of water that our pump is at is very, very full of iron. We have a pretty elaborate filtering system and softening system in our basement because our water comes in red. But we have lots of it. We have lots of it. So anyway, they will be coming to power wash the house and clean the gutters. I said, the house looks terrible, but the gutters are the first priority. She said, okay. So that'll be tomorrow. And Friday. So that's good. And so that's the newses. I didn't sleep very well, but my knee was good all day yesterday, but I had a big pain in the middle of the night. So it reminded me that, so I'm still in my sneakers. I ended up not wearing my white jeans yesterday. I wore my yellow house dress to get my hair done because one of the things was I told you that I wasn't allowed to bring a bag or a purse or anything, and that dress has lots of pockets. It has 2 breast pockets and 2 side pockets, so it's loaded with pockets so I could put everything I needed to take in the pockets. And so I didn't even take a purse because I was going to the store, I had my glasses, my phone, my list, my credit card, my driver's license, and my keys. That's what I had. And my gift card for my hair. My salon, I probably told you this. My salon every December has a big sale, 20% off everything, including gift certificates. And so every year in December, I buy next year's hair appointments and put it on a gift card for myself. And so everything I do is 20% off because I paid, I got a 20% discount when I got that gift card. So I put my gift card in my pocket. Well, that gift card assumed that I was going to get cut and color every 4 to 6 weeks for the rest of the year. Well, it's been 4 months since I've been there. It was in March, early March when I was there. And now I'm getting cut, which is half the price. Half the price. And it looks like I'm going to be doing it like every 8 weeks. So I might have enough on my gift card to last me till the end of next year. So hopefully they stay in business. That's the worry with a gift card. So that's all I had, and I had it in my pockets, and then I went grocery shopping. I didn't have to worry about my purse. So so I decided just to wear my dress since I was going to get hair on it anyway, and it worked out great. Okay, kiddos, I'm still talking too much. Oh my gosh. I was over half an hour yesterday by the time all was said and done. That's crazy, man. Crazy. So I don't feel too bad considering I didn't get very much sleep. My knee's feeling okay now, but it did bother me during the night. So it's still there, but I'm still doing everything. I'm icing, I'm ibuprofen-ing, and I'm wearing my sneakers. But I'm going to go cut my father-in-law's hair today. My mother-in-law, who knows, she may decide that she could use a haircut too. We'll see. Maybe Dennis, well, I told Dennis I'd practice on his dad because he had mentioned me cutting his hair because it bugs him a week or 2 ago. But I've mentioned it a couple times. Did you want me to cut your hair? Not yet, so I don't know if he was having second thoughts or whatever, but turns out he's perfectly happy for me to practice on his dad first. So that's what I'm going to do. And then we'll see. We have clippers that we bought for the dog that he's wondering if that would work for him, on his hair too. So we might do a little experiment. He doesn't really care what his hair looks like either. And everybody's staying home. This hair, it's just for my own feeling good, I don't even know what word I'm looking for, but it's only for my own pleasure because obviously I'm not going anywhere. except the hairdresser and the store and my mother-in-law's now. So anyway, I'll let you know how I did, and I might even take some pictures if I think of it. I hope I remember, so you can see how I did. Anyway, I hope you're doing well. Thank you so much for joining me for my coffee. This is my second coffee, though. Dennis brought me a coffee in bed. But I do so appreciate you coming along on this journey. 130, vlog number 130. Crazy pants. Stay well, stay healthy, be careful, please, please, please. Stay safe and stay sane.